Spread out as you
Keep going, keep going, keep going. We have to hit it.
We need it, boys.
Union together.
Hit that gap right in front. Hit
Yeah,
that
back, yeah.
southwest and west.
Keep going, keep going, keep going.
Here we are with an estimated 300-player historical rules event. Our first round is going to be the West Woods, followed up by the Dunker Church. Here are the regiments playing in today's event. And with those regiments in mind, the actual server population is 304. Union right now up by 5 on the CSA side. In terms of artillery, there is no artillery, so the infantry imbalance is 6 in favor of the Union side. Frontline reporters for today, Union side. You have Jam here from the Colquitt's Brigade, and then the CSA side, you have Killer from the Army of Northern Virginia. Appreciate these guys so we can see what's going on the ground while also seeing what is going on in the sky. If you're playing in this match, send me a link to your perspective, and we can place that in the pinned comment of the video. So, West Woods, the devs did not touch this in the ticket balance changes they did a while ago. Union has a 14% ticket advantage on this map. The only thing they did change, though, was the final push timer going from 152 seconds down to 132 seconds. So 20 seconds decrease on that final push timer. This Union attacking side, they have the 7th Michigan Regiment with the option of the Springfield 55 and the Springfield 61, and the 72nd Pennsylvania with the option of the Enfield and the Springfield 61 as well. Meanwhile, the CSA defense, on the other hand, they have the 3rd South Carolina with the option of the Enfield and the Springfield 61, and the 1st North Carolina Sharpshooters with the option of the Springfield 55, Enfield, the Whitworth, and then the NCOs for that regiment have the scopes on those Whitworths, which, I mean, I guess, you know, it's nice to have in trees, nice and not at the same time just because there's so much cover, but nonetheless, it is what it is. I want to play with the scope. I actually haven't played with the scopes in a match yet. I popped in a drill camp once when they released it, but really haven't done much more than that. But anyways, on the West Woods, you have the point in the center of the map. Union side looks like they're just stretching out, trying to hit really the whole CSA side. Most of the CSA team, though, is kind of on their left side, which is where you historically will see that CSA team form up. And you do have we saw some 2-Corps Italian guys a moment ago, and here's their regiment with 20th Georgia on the Confederate right side right now. Looks like the Alabama German Legion. Not the region. Well, I mean, maybe it's a region if there's enough guys in there, but nonetheless, they're holding down the right side, engaging them on the opposite side. You have the British regulars here. 13th Georgia's advancing with 2nd U.S. Cavalry behind, and 2 Corps of the French pushing up and really engaging the CSA right side. And that's what, I mean, that's what Union will probably do. I assume once Union left side starts to win here, they'll start making their way towards the CSA right side. You can see a lot of the, again, both sides just spreading out on this side of the map. Historically, CSA's always gone on this side, and I assume it's because of the hills and the terrain. I mean, you can't tell from above, and sometimes even in the woods, the elevation change that can occur. But you don't need a whole lot of elevation change for it to be significant. Like the French Legion here holding in a slight defilade. Got the Army of Northern Virginia to their right, and then we saw Texas Guards a moment ago to the right of the Army of Northern Virginia about. And then the extreme left side of this CSA line, you have the Shenandoah Regulars and the 6th Arkansas. Countering this on the opposite side, not as many Union as most of the Union is on the left side of the map from Union perspective. But you got the 53rd Ohio here. And to their left a little bit of ways, you got the Hoods Division, and then Hampton's Legion. HL, HD. HL and HD always seem to be by each other. Maybe it's because they both start with an H at the beginning. Nonetheless, though, 53rd Ohio is balancing over from Union to CSA to help with some numbers, so we can check back in for that in a second. And you can thank Cloud from the Army of Northern Virginia for adminning and watching this all. As you'll note, there's only 3 of us spectating. I think Chief is watching on his own, but appreciate Cloud and him adminning event. So, Union left is slowly starting to push the CSA right side back here a little bit. CSA left is kind of pushing forward, so they're almost kind of wrapping around each other here, which is really hilarious. Mind you, there is some rules to the event as well. Who would have thought the historical rules event has some rules? You know, it's a crazy thing, but there's no sprinting until the 30-minute mark. No bayonets until someone hits the next morale stage of engage. And based on the pace that each side is moving at right now in terms of a ticket loss, I mean, Union's slightly ahead by tickets, not by a whole lot. But Union's going to have to get super aggressive or try to early cap the point if they want to try and, you know, get to engage to bring everyone tickets down to get bayonets equipped, but also just to get their tickets down in general. Because that's the goal as an attacker. I mean, 10 minutes through the match and both sides barely down. That's not good for Union pace right now. But, of course, we'll see what happens. I don't know if I mentioned New York Volunteers. They're here to the left of Lee's French Legion. At least 6 New York is. I think 88th New York, the other part of New York Volunteers here as well, although I don't... Or I haven't seen them yet anyways. So CSA continuing to wrap around. CSA main spawns back in this general vicinity, and some of the CSA groups, CSA right side, still trying to at least engage the Union on this side of the map. Which, I mean, this Union left side is continually pushing forward here. And for now, the shootout commences. I'm really surprised Union side isn't moving up to try and capture the point. I really like what the CSA team is doing right now. You got 12th Virginia here and Texas Guards. I assume they're the closest to the point here, but they're keeping this point captured for the CSA side. It's making sure that it is not easy for the Union side to take it, which is, you know, exactly what we want. Again, CSA, really just this event, the defenders win, or really have a good shot of winning each historical rules match solely due to the fact that time is an issue for the attackers. I mean, again, like, we are 11 minutes into the match. CSA's only down about a third of a stage, and that's not good if you're the attackers. I mean, generally, for context, you want to hit the defender if you're trying to keep a consistent pace, which is what you usually do during a shootout, consistent pace. But you generally want to hit the defenders down to engage that next morale stage by the 30-minute mark. And it's taken the attackers 11 minutes so far. Technically, they don't move out until the 42-minute mark, so really you could say it's been, you know, 8-9 minutes since the start of the fight. But, I mean, even then, right, if it's taken you 8 minutes to get CSA down a third of a stage, you know, it's going to take you 24-ish minutes, probably 20 minutes just because it's a little more than a third of a morale stage down right now, but it's going to take you, you know, 20 minutes to get CSA down to engage, and at that point, it's going to be the 22-minute mark on the clock, because if you start at 42, it takes 20 minutes to knock them down, 22 minutes left, and then another, you know, 20 minutes off the clock to get them to taking losses. You got 2 minutes left. It ain't good. It ain't good whatsoever. So, we'll see what happens nonetheless, though. Looks like some Union units we missed earlier. Got Serpent's Brigade, Scripted Virginian Army, and the Little Mississippi kind of in the center of this Union line. There's 88th New York. Found them. Midwest Brigade to their left side as well. And Jenkins Brigade, a couple of them, or at least one of them there. I even say that. A la Triste. Almost sounds like a Harry Potter spell. It's an exquisite name, very nice. Serpent's Brigade looks like they're pushing up right into the CSA lines. Man, I think that was Leo. He just got domed. And only one of them's gonna, none of them made it out. Rip Serpent's Brigade. They will disband after today's event. They're no more. I'm kidding. Looking at that server population right now, it's dead even. Look at that. That's beautiful. 53rd Ohio doing the finishing touches there, which is always a good thing to see. Now, sprinting will be enabled in 2 minutes, or I mean, it's always enabled, but you can't use it. So I wonder if the Union side's going to try to get more aggressive here, because out of the rules that the attackers have between no sprinting until 30 and no bayonets until engaged, the sprinting rule is really what kills you as an attacker, because if you can't sprint, that gives them more time for the defenders to react, shift, get a little more of a reload in as you're charging in, and if it's a wide open field, a wide open map like we'll see next map, you know, it can be very difficult for the attacking time to actually just charge across an open field. I mean, you're in an open field a lot longer.
Jam, I want you to keep an eye for our left. I want you to keep an eye on our left.
So Colquitt's Brigade pushing up a little more on Lee's French Legion. Looks like most of the CSA team has kind of fallen back in this defensive line, if you want to call it that. It's more like CSA splitting up into two sides right now. And with Colquitt's brigade pushing forward, looks like some more Union are trying to push it as well of the Mississippi, pushing up that way right now. Unsure if actually I can just look at Jam's view. Yeah, so Colquitt's brigade and now 11th Mississippi is on point for the Union side, so they are trying to early cap it and stop that timer. But CSA keeping bodies on point, stopping it a lot.
Easy 5 tickets. Easy 5.
Nice. Padre, you do know that not like 30 seconds ago they were in that bush directly in front of us, right?
Yeah.
Okay. They didn't know for the longest time.
Dude, I didn't know they fought Westwood.
That's why we moved here, chap.
What?
Fair.
Crazy stuff. He sounds very jolly.
So 30 minutes has been hit. Sprinting is now live. The question is, will Union do something with it? Someone just put sprint live question mark in the chat, and like 4 or 5 people responded with yes right away. It's funny when the chat's just spammed like that. Gotta love it. Imagine if you could put emojis in the War of Rights text chat. Again, it's invisible here for us, but I mean, if I look up a smiley face emoji. Okay, let me blow up the screen here a little bit. Okay, I blew up the wrong thing. Well, I can't. Huh. OBS is not working for me right now. Anyways, if you can see that on screen, I guess for a second, it like when you put an emoji in there, it just kind of freaks out a little bit. It's very funny. So, nonetheless, though. Union putting bodies on point, 13th Georgia, the British regulars going up there as well. They start to cap it, but CSA puts more bodies on point to take it back. Again, CSA is playing this exactly how you should. I mean, it's a slow, you could say boring, is one way to put it, shootout. And, you know, if it's killing the clock, not losing a lot of tickets, it's very good for a defending side. You know, boring matches are good for a defender generally. But Midwest Brigade and 2 Corps French on this Union left side being flanked by 12th Virginia and the Italians of 2 Corps. And this ticket battle is actually kind of evened out here, if anything. So Union's got to charge or they got to throw their whole team on point. I mean, in this event, the officers, they don't have a Steam chat, so if they want to communicate with each other, they have to talk to each other in game or just see what their friendlies are doing, which since this is a woods battle, you're not really going to be able to see what's going on with your friendlies. So for now, nothing too crazy, although it looks like we finally have some Union movement here. Hampton's Legion maybe pushing the pace here.
One take left of South.
They're taking shots at Lee's French Legion. You can hear Chopper in the distance. 6 Arkansas there. Army of Northern Virginia following. They're going to get charging on Hampton's Legion. And Hampton's Legion runs away. They're like a little scaredy pants. I'm kidding. No, it's a smart run away. You're very outnumbered. They got their shots in. Killer Army of Northern Virginia. They want them, though.
Keep going. We're at the sprint. We're on the start. You're just spawning in.
Race. Don't brace. Just accept it. Just accept it.
Oh yeah, come on! Just take it. Just take it like a man. Take it like a man. Yeah, yep. You're dead.
So Hampton's Legion is going to get wiped there by Army of Northern Virginia, but good on them to get their flag bearer out. Looks like you got some more movement. 6 Arkansas, no surprise here, pushing up on scripted Virginia Army and Hood's Division. They now charge.
He's one hit. Nice shot.
I'm a fucking samurai warrior, pussy!
That was beautiful.
Oh, there's guys.
So that's another wipe there
East, southeast,
on part of CSA.
East, southeast.
And then, I mean, that's what you want if you're Union side here generally. You know, you want both sides to be losing tickets. That's a good way to do it. But just with the amount of tickets that each side has right now, a lot of tickets, almost to the 25-minute mark. I mean, CSA can afford a charge or two here and there, nothing too crazy. I mean, if you're a defender or attacker, you want to hit the defender down to engaged by 30, right? Taking losses by 20 if you're trying to keep a consistent pace. So this is going really well for CSA right now. And I mean, CSA hasn't really had to do much just because the Union side is... I mean, they've tried to put bodies on point. CSA's reacted accordingly and countered by putting guys of their own on point to prevent Union from taking the point. And, you know, I see Army Northern Virginia 6 Arkansas seeing a Union group or so out on their own, take advantage of that, wipe them. I mean, I haven't had to do a whole lot, but they're doing everything well. Looks like you got some Union maybe moving out of their main spawn here. Got Hood's Division, Hampton's Legion. They're pushing up on Union right side again.
Where the blob? Where the blob?
See a CSA flag in the distance.
Down, back down, back down.
Redress this man right here. Let's go double right. Make sure we are double right.
And looks like they're going to start getting into a gunfight with the Army of Northern Virginia, at least French Legion to their side.
Engage.
À droite de la fougère. No, girl.
Left. Right there.
Bayonets on.
Bayonets.
So as you can hear down there, CSA drop first to engage. Bayonets are now equipable. So that's, again, it's going to be a question. Will the Union team charge? The thing is, too, is, I mean, what is it? Union side right now has 13 regiments on their team right now. And that's, you know, it's normally what you see in the event. But when you have 13 regiments, what is it? 156 divided by 13. What is that? So an average group has about 12 guys right now on the Union side. And so trying to communicate between 13 different groups to do something, you know, it's going to be difficult to do. That's why you got the coordination before the event. But even if some of the Union tries to do something, you know, they're going to need most of their team to do it. I mean, the advantage for the CSA side is CSA defense obviously very spread out. That's what the defenders do, right? You don't know where the attackers are going to go. You want to spread out so the attacking side doesn't hit a side and you leave it wide open. Understandable, right? Union, though, is responding to this by also spreading themselves out, which is playing right into the CSA's hands. Now, you can argue one way or another, depending on the map, like, oh, if we spread out our attack and hit all one side and break through one side, then we could get a great flank. But in the woods side, you're concealed with everything. We'll get back in that second. 6 Arkansas going in. I don't think 6 Arkansas meant to charge this.
Oh shit.
You would think Union would countercharge this.
Hold it, boys, hold it, hold it, hold it.
Oh.
Hold it. Silence. Form a line. Company, form a line. Left clapping, left clapping, left clapping.
Here's going to go.
So 6 Arkansas is wiped. Surprise Union's not countercharging this. 6 New York's going to try to push up in this, though.
Race west.
Race west. Make sure this is
A little fascinating that CSA is charging into this. Again, they can afford it, but surprising.
Look north.
Union's just bunched up. All clumped in a tiny area here. CSA's got some nice shots from over this side. But what I was mentioning before is sometimes the attackers, and I think I've heard it before, they'll spread out, especially on open map, really just any map, right? And they'll say, well, we can try to flank through and hit a side, you know, and if we break through on one of the sides, then they can wrap around and help the rest of their friendlies out. And sure, that could happen. Very much has happened in the past. But this is a woods map. CSA is not going to really be able to see you if their whole team's spread out. Like if CSA spread out like this, and the Union side all bunches up and hit CSA left, the CSA right side's not going to know about that until it's too late. So I really think Union should be trying to group up here and going after it. Instead, they're just playing really conservative. CSA's played more like an attacker. And CSA will at least get to attack next round as the sides flip, and there'll be Union attacking on Dunker's Church. Leeds French Legion pushing up now, and the British Regulars, 2nd U.S. Cav. Looks like we might have another charge, Army of Northern Virginia. They're at least pushing up to help Leeds French Legion. Leeds French Legion backs off, Army of Northern Virginia goes in.
Forward, fire and shoot.
Fire and shot, you heard him, lads, it's good.
Get through him, get through him, get through him. Get ready to turn around, AMD. Get ready to turn around.
Go back. Turn around, man.
Turn around, AMD. Down Church West, Church West.
Hey, give me a fucking target. Give me a
Fuck off, officer.
Hampton's Legion, Hood's Division, they move into assist. They wipe Army of Northern Virginia, but I mean, Army of Northern Virginia got a good amount of wipe in there. Union, I don't know. I really don't know. CSA has had initiated 4 charges today. Union has initiated 0 charges so far. And the time is still an issue for the attackers right now. I mean, you need to hit them to taking losses by the 20-minute mark, breaking by the 10-minute mark again if you're trying to keep a consistent pace. Now, the Union team can early cap the point, which a couple of guys were on it a moment ago, but some of the CSA guys moved right up on top of it. Jenkins Brigade, good of them to do it. And it's Texas Guards who are going on and off the point. Again, it's very, you know, it's a boring job, but, you know, it's important for CSA, and it'll get you a lot of XP, which I'm sure Volunteer Ian's going to appreciate.
Aim jet. Don't aim jet, boys.
Take aim. Okay. Top of my line, they're on the hill, so you have to aim at the tire. And fire. Reload. Aim at tire than last time. Oh, never mind. Better unit.
Is CSA going to initiate more charging? I mean, it's almost like the CSA side is just getting bored here and trying to do something. Army of Northern Virginia flanking around Midwest Brigade.
Straight in front. In the bush. Line them up.
straight in front. Fire well.
Hey, Joe, shooting shot.
Run away, officer. You will die.
Let's fly. Come on, fly.
You're dead too.
Kill these CSA scumbags, gentlemen.
And CSA lose a flag here, so good reinforcements. British Regulars, Hampton's Legion roll up there. Really well done on their part. That, you know, that's kind of the first push that the Union team has actually initiated today. And I mean, you can even argue that it wasn't them who initiated, because the CSA walked right up to their lines essentially. 6 Arkansas charging.
Get the flag.
So, 6 Arkansas, good charge for them. They're going to get the flag. Union team bolstering on the point. London, Mississippi, they want some action. They're pushing forward here, trying to find someone.
Hey, boys. Oh, you're dead. Come here, boy. Space. Get in there.
Alright, so that charge is held, but you got a lot of Union on point right now. We'll see if the CSA side tries to push Union off. I mean, this is exactly what you want if you're Union here. I mean, you're either going to early cap the point, stop the timer, or alternatively, CSC is going to charge into you and bring a lot of tickets down, which is what Union needs at this point. Zooming out. Ah, yeah, there's a flank. Union from back here need to get involved, but that's Texas Guards moving in. They want to hold the point. They've held it all game long. That charge is held. Hoods Division, Hamptons Legion moving up in the flank. And CSA looks like they lose their flag in the distance. Union early caps. Another charge from 12th Virginia. That charge is held. So Blacktopper stops, gold time begins. Union holds for 11.5 minutes at this point. They'll outright win the game. CSA has a chance to retake. If I'm CSA, I'm retaking this as quickly as I can, trying to charge the Union out. Just because you want that black timer to keep moving down here. Because, again, CSA is doing phenomenal on time right now, and you're giving the Union free time, essentially. Now, obviously, you got to form up and try to make a move onto the point. But nonetheless, do it sooner than later. And the only Union group's not on point. Got the British Regulars Midwest Brigade. Some love Mississippi, but it looks like they're pushing up to it right now, which is what the Union team needs to do. CSA pushing up, they're charging.
Break your load already. What are we doing, guys? Why are we not breaking our loads?
20th Georgia's crazy for just sitting there and reloading in front of the charge. So CSA, that charged fully through. Union kind of holds on that side. CSA still has some bodies on the opposite side. 3 flags up here for CSA. Point is going in CSA's favor. And looks like Texas Guards charging in again.
Behind us.
They dive bomb for these Union flags. So good charge from the Texas Guards there. I mean, it forces Union flags back, knocks them down for a moment. You can appreciate that.
Yankees coming up east. Get a base of fire east. Till the COs get back.
And with that, the CSA side's going to retake the point. Really well done. You know, you see this in a lot of events, especially this one, just because you can't have that instant communication. It takes time, or really the team that needs to retake the point doesn't do it that quickly. But yet the CSA, they moved in within 2.5 minutes of it happening. Actually, like a minute and a half into it happening. So really well done from the CSA side. Black timer continues. If CSA was down in tickets, I wasn't looking though. They regained. Down any tickets relative to the Union anyways.
On your stop. We are stopping at the snake fence.
So Union's got 15 minutes left to try to do something, and they can early cap again if they want to. But I guess we could go down here and try to hear what they're yapping.
Sprint to catch up. Sprint to catch up. Double quick on amp.
Everyone gets a right front of the point. 13, we're going in.
Oh shit, same here, man.
All right.
Thank you, Porb. 13, minute and a half.
We need the whole team together. On that line, boys. Independent fire. Directly in front. 13 flat. 13 flat. We're going in for another cap. 13 flat. 13 flat.
Okay.
13 flat. We're going in for another.
Grim. Fire.
Alright, so 50 seconds till they go in. We'll see how the charge actually goes, because planning and execution are two different things. Hood's Division, Hampton's Legion kind of on their own. CSA team, for the most part, is buckled to the west-southwest side of the point. You do got 6 Arkansas holding forward with Citadel regulars.
We're gonna spearhead this. We're gonna hold this till they run by. And then we're gonna join.
6 Arkansas, very nice uniforms for them. What regiment are they?
Yeah, independent fire. Independent fire. There they
50
go.
yards east, 50 yards east.
I mean, they've got 1st North Carolina sharpshooters.
Southeast, right here, southeast, right over southeast.
Northeast. Couple of them on the rocks. Northeast.
Sectional fire. Sectional fire. Shoot your mirror.
All right, 13 minutes flat. Here they go. Will it work? CSA, if they can hold, that's great. If they lose this, they can try to retake the point like they did last time.
Right here. Brace this shit.
Union hold.
Put it away, Yankee scum. Put it away. Keep pushing through. Keep pushing through.
All right, so that charge, what happened? That kind of collapsed pretty quickly.
Put it away, Yankee scum. My Colonel. Colonel's got the chicken.
Yeah. Keep going. Fuck you. Fuck you. You fuck you. Fuck you. Right into these guys right here. Let's go. Keep going. Into them.
Nice one, monkey.
Fuck you, officer. Fuck you. Fuck you. Yeah, that's right. Fuck you. Fuck.
Kind of just a scrap fest on this side. Looks like Union's starting to charge in a little more on the opposite side.
Get him, Arkansas. Fuck him up.
And that charge is held. But yeah, it looks like Union just did not necessarily go in together. And they kind of spread out. You have the British regulars, 88th New York. Kind of, it looks like they're almost full strength here. Some Midwest as well. But, I mean, the thing was, it looks like you had Union kind of hitting off at 6 Arkansas on the side. You had some Union going straight. You had some going around the side. Hood's Division, Hampton's Legion went in late. But maybe they didn't know about it and just saw their team get into a fight. And was like, okay, we need to get in. By the time they got in, they got, you know, the initial Union push had been wiped. So, again, give me the trickery of all this. Tickets slightly favoring CSA.
Thank you. Yep, we got Seth, we have to pull back. About face.
Union lines backing up at least there. I can assume the Union team's just gonna get up, get set up, and then going again. Just keep doing what they're doing. They are early capping this though, fascinatingly.
There we go. We've got everyone to stop there now. Everyone! Keep going back, keep going back!
Looks like they don't want to cap. And 6 Arkansas is going to push the issue.
Axor, a bit face, reform this way, Axor, come on. Yeah.
All right, so that charge happens there. I mean, if you're the Union side, right, CSA is, you know, about a third of a stage from hitting breaking. If Union captures them, they'll in the game more charging.
Au large et on va chercher le flag.
Get in there, swing left. Keep going. Keep the flag down.
6 the point. 6 the point.
The Union flag is down. You got a lot of Unions still condensing in the middle at distance. CSA is going to keep pushing.
Southeast. Brace left. Brace left. Brace left.
Throw these motherfuckers. Get out of here, killer.
Keep going, charge through them, charge through them, grab that flag! Charge through them, charge through them!
You missed. How did you miss with the bayonet? How about
Press D.
Tronche avant.
Tiens, regarde.
I missed me, bitch.
Oh, pardon. Ok, messieurs, repli, LFL, repli.
Partout à zéro, partout à...
All right, so that charge is held by CSA. Again, it brings everyone's tickets down. CSA a sliver away, so is Union, but not so much. It's not as important for the Union side anyways, but CSA is very close to breaking. Once they hit breaking, if Union captures the point at any given time, Union will win the game, but both sides have enough tickets to last the end.
We got anyone over there?
We just came from there.
It really kind of depends on just how much charging is going to occur at this point.
Yeah, they're reforming.
Ready. Wrong side.
Mendeo, you kind of walked right into my line right as I shot.
Ryan, we'll start to the west, AV.
East, southeast.
East, southeast.
Adjust, southeast, adjust.
Redirect fire, southeast, east. Pick your target.
So, TSA spreading out. I mean, you've got some Union troops moving out to the extreme. CSA left side, Midwest Brigade, 13th Georgia, 2nd U.S. Cav, Jenkins Brigade, the British regulars.
Stagger it, boys. Backroad, stagger it so you have equal shot.
Zero on reinforcements, Seth. We're all here.
Friendly's pushing.
Boys, fix the back line. Back line, address right.
CSA flags sticking over that hill.
Let's go.
Back line, address right.
We ain't doing this. We ain't doing this on our own. We ain't doing
Midwest.
this on our own.
Over this way.
So, I mean, it's going to be a matter of time. I mean, with the Union being spread out, if they're trying to do a charge action here, it's going to take a little longer for them to communicate what's up. And looks like a lot of the Union team shifting from the center, going to the right side of the rest of their team is.
Come to the right. Get behind this hill. Get behind this hill. Everyone. Everyone, yeah, push up.
Actually, no, we're just getting on this hill.
The problem for the Union team, right, is they're going to charge. And we've seen a couple charges this game last a couple of minutes. And so the issue for Union is if they wait here another minute or two, there'll be 4 minutes left. They charge in. That charge will go for, 2-3 minutes roughly. And Union's not going to have time to reform and hit again. So they need to go now. Looks like CSA pushing up, taking some shots back there. CSA hits breaking. Looks like you got some Union pushing up extreme right, 2 Corps French. 20th Georgia, AGL, and 53rd Ohio. So 53rd Ohio was told to bounce back to the Union side. So why don't we have a minute? Bounce right now. CSA's up by 10. 15 is that infantry imbalance where it's kind of too much to overcome. But we're not close to that yet. But still doesn't hurt to make things even, right? So shooting this out is not going to help the Union side whatsoever. You're only going to get the CSA down a little bit of tickets, and it's not like it'll be a significant amount. You're not going to knock them down to the last stand, which is really the only time you'd want to shoot out with this much time left. Is if you can shoot them down to last stand to avoid you hitting final push quickly, sure, it can make sense. But at this point, shooting down CSA is not really going to change a whole lot. Unless the Union side's trying to communicate a plan. That could be the case, but looks like they're going in now.
Nice shots, guys.
Give me those flags.
Welcome to Narnia, boys. Left, let's go.
Regroup.
Northwest.
Stand together. Keep standing together. Don't move. Stand together. Don't move. Keep holding. Don't move.
So CSA holds the charge. You got more Union pushing up, though. One CSA flag down. CSA left, pushing forward here, just trying to cause a little bit of chaos.
Right in front of us, south, southeast.
Die, rebel.
Get off my point! We're coming from the left! Get off my point! We're coming from the left!
You ain't stopping Nah, Yankee scum. Get into him, boys. Go.
Oh, on the left. Ça, c'est mignon, ça.
Well, some CSA main spawns, it looks like, surge through, and they push the Union team back here completely. CSA main spawns not too far away, all things considered. More CSA reinforcements moving up right now. Union at this point, I mean, they're in a bad way. Their main spawn's a lot further away from this point. And so Union's going to have about one more good push at this, even if you want to call it good. So, multiple flags are down. One Union flag down there. There was a down flag over there, although it looks like whoever, whatever side had it down, picked it back up. Union team pushing up. I think they're trying to form up here before they go in.
Coming as a big blob.
They outnumber us.
Shifty, I think that's pretty much all of us. We gotta go.
Alright, okay.
2 minutes, party time. We're gonna go right.
Out the sprint, northwest.
Union just got to go in together here. Again, Union's got a little wave forming back up, back at main spawn. Looks like they're starting to push up, though. And this will be it for the Union team. They got about one more good shot at this. They'll decide the game. Doesn't matter if they're down tickets. As long as they can capture the point, they can win the game.
Great Bob. Great Bob.
So it all comes down to this. Union getting up close. Here they are.
I'm too ill to be shouting. Why are you guys making me shout?
Forwards together.
Keep pushing, keep pushing.
Go to Get the flag, yes. Go. Get that flag, get that flag.
So CSA looks like they'll hold that. Looks like they essentially have Colquitt's brigade charging in.
Union, you fucking suck. Get out of here.
30 seconds, yeah, and that'll do it. Union have about a flag or so down. Union guys rushing out of main spawn, but they're not going to have enough time to contest this. CSA not even in their final stage yet. Really good round from the CSA side. I mean, you know, they didn't have too much to do. They had their defensive line. Union team refused to attack, make it a shootout. And they kept that point cap, made it difficult for Union to early cap, and once Union did early cap, they retook it back. So, I mean, did the final push timer even knock down the main timer? I was going to look at the VOD that I have of it, but there's a delay, a few minute delay on that stream. So, nonetheless, though, I mean, it was a very slow approach from the Union side. You could see that the moment the Union team started charging and early capping the point, tickets were dropping on both sides fairly fast. And I guess in the end, Union, you know, had 42 minutes of a match to play, and they're like, we're going to use every single minute, plus a couple more with the early cap. So, mean, that is the way to play it. And in the end, they basically got CSA down to the last stand. But CSA able to keep a little bit of a ticket lead and really just lay it long enough to where, you know, they have enough tickets to spare. At the end, Union had to get a little bit of a ticket lead there, and that really didn't happen. But good round. Casualties are crazy, as always. We'll see you all shortly for the second round. And here we are with the start of our second round. The sides did switch, so Union last round, now CSA, and vice versa. CSA right now up by 1 on the Union side with a total pop of 313. Both sides have artillery. CSA taking 3, Union taking 12. So the infantry in balance is going to be 9 in favor of the CSA side. The Dunker Church was a 37% ticket advantage to the attacking Union side. However, with the ticket balance changes, the Union now only has a 28% ticket advantage. So a 9% swing in favor of the CSA side. The other change that was made is the final push timer was decreased from 244 seconds to 224. 244 to 224. I don't know if I said 224 twice. Guys, they didn't change it, but they did. No, I'm kidding. Anyways, apologies for that, but Union attack on this map, they have the 28th Pennsylvania with the Springfield 61. The 72nd Pennsylvania, the other regiment for the Union on this map, also has the Springfield 61, but also has the option of the Enfield. CSA Defense, on the other hand, they have the 2nd South Carolina with the option of the Enfield and the Springfield 61, and the 30th Virginia with the option of the Enfield, the Springfield 55, and the Springfield 42, which has the buck and ball, shoots like a shotgun. Traditional Union strategy on this map has been to push on the extreme Union right side, charge up past the road, and get into the woods and cause chaos. Traditionally, on the CSA left, Union right side. Alternatively, Union has also opted to charge up Union left and hit the CSA right side and get into the woods that way. Regardless, Union's historical strategy has been to charge, and cause chaos in the woods because they have such a large ticket advantage. Even now, even though it's 28%, that's still a good lead. So you get into the woods, cause chaos. However, as of late, and if you watch this channel a lot, at least yesterday's match of Dunker Church or the Grand Campaign, the other EU event I watched, the Union was doing a strategy similar to what we see here. And essentially what it is on top of the rules that we saw at the last round also being applied to here, no sprinting until 30, no bayonet until someone hits engaged. The Union team will make this a shootout. Now, it doesn't look like it from the sky out here. However, when you zoom down onto the ground, there are elevation changes, and it doesn't have to be significant for it to matter. So, I mean, you can just see, right, the Union guys, obviously some crouching, some standing up, but they are all in somewhat good cover. I say somewhat because, you know, a couple guys are getting hit there and there, here and there. But Union just going to use the defilade that basically spreads across this wide open field to get into a shootout with the CSA side. And from there, if the CSA team wants to engage them in the open field up on the road, Union will gladly keep the shootout going. Usually it goes in their favor. However, if the CSA side is like, we're just going to kill time like we saw in the previous round, and go into the woods and just hide, the Union team can walk up onto the point on the Dunker Church and early cap it, force the CSA out, and either get into a lot of charging or more shooting. Nonetheless, that's what the Union side is probably going to do. Of course, you never know. They could just sit there for 37.5 minutes and shoot it out, which almost happened last round. Nonetheless, CSA defensive line got Hampton's Legion on the right side, 53rd Ohio in front of them, and Hood's division even further forward in front of them. By the Dunker Church right now, you got 2 Corps French, conscripted Virginia Army, Serpent's Brigade, kind of in the center there. On the nipple position, Union historically also really loves to take this position just because it's right next to the point and has a little bit of cover with the snake fence, although artillery can't destroy that snake fence. Midwest Brigade taking a volley here, 88th New York walking behind them. Further back, looks like you got the British regulars, some Jenkins Brigade, artillerymen, Colquitt's Brigade, 2nd U.S. Cav in front. And then in the backwoods, you got 11th Mississippi, 13th Georgia, starting to hide there a little bit, understandable as well. Meanwhile, on the opposite side of things, from Union right to left, you got 2 Corps, the Italians here, taking shots and then falling back on the defilade on their side. And in the center, kind of blob for the Union team, you got Lee's French Legion, Army Northern Virginia, 20th Georgia, 6th Arkansas, 6th New York. That's about it. 3 Union flags here.
Fire! Reload! Down the road.
So on top of them, on this left side, you got Texas Guards. 12th Virginia Texas Guards is shifting towards the center, though. Union battery position, they've got a gun back here. Sometimes they'll roll the guns up to the hill that Union's shooting on, but looks like they're just trying to hit this CSA right side. Union has a second battery further back, which it looks like they're just operating the guns from there. Meanwhile, CSA battery is located in the center by the church. So, Union team forming up the center. Looks like they're sending their first group forward in the Texas Guards. Back of their lines getting shot. They're leaving their flag. They just didn't even realize their flag got shot.
Independent!
Two remain. Who's going to be the last one alive? Gator or Briner here? Maybe they'll both make it. Oh, they're being shot at. Flag is picked up. Looks like they'll both make it. Look at that. I should have said that. They're not in cover yet. I'm sorry, Gator. That's all my fault. So Union gets pushed back there.
Cloud, Dick. What are you doing?
Flag down, flag down. Somebody get the flag up. Somebody get the flag up. Get the flag. Somebody get the flag.
So for now, I mean, the shootout, I mean, what? We are 6 minutes into this, 5.5 technically. Union's down almost a half morale stage. CSA, almost a fourth of a stage. So, I mean, Union right now is down a fourth of a stage at the shootout. It is not working compared to the previous map where the numbers were staying a lot more even. Now, again, the sides flipped. So, you know, this is 2 different maps for attacking-wise with 2 different teams attacking. So, you can kind of compare them, kind of.
I'm scared.
Oh, yeah, hold on. Okay, do we want to wait till we can sprint, or should we just fucking...
Yeah, we're ready for sprint.
Yeah, as a body block.
We're not going to get many
Stay
kills
right there, Chopper. Don't move.
in 3 minutes anyway.
No.
So, there's some of that conversation without a Steam chat there. Union side waiting until sprint in 3.5 minutes, and then they'll try to make their way up to the point and cap it. Once they'll cap it, it'll be intriguing to see what the Union side will do. They can cap it on kind of this open field side, the east side of this straight fence, although a majority on the point is on the west side on the road to the Dunker Church. Union team will generally form up on the straight fence over here and just follow the straight fence to kind of form a semicircle defensive position. CSA, as you can see, very spread out across the map. They will kind of form their own semicircle around the Union team on their side and just kind of almost get Union in a crossfire, which can be the tricky part for the Union team. Oh, they're talking about it.
I'm gonna punch the center. I'm gonna straight up the church.
Yeah, you punch center.
Alright, whoever's loaded, take aim, take aim. Aim at the heads. Maybe a bit above the head. Steady, steady above the head. Steady. 30 minutes. We need to wait till we can run.
So at least they are talking and figuring out what they want to do, where they want to go, who's going where. I mean, that's the good part about a Union team all being blobbed like this, is they can easily communicate these things.
Hold fire, GG. We're shooting volleys.
Yeah, I've just been intrigued to see how CSA replies. General, again, the same kind of principle as we saw in the previous round applies to this round for the CSA defense, is that, you know, you're doing fairly well on time relative to the amount of tickets that each side has. So if you're CSA and Union early caps, you want to try to retake it as quickly as you can.
Was it 32 or 30?
30. Yeah, when we can sprint.
Hey, killer, just a quick.
On at 32 or 30.
Alright, take 29.
9.
6, 7.
Steady.
Man, hold on. You don't get enough credit for this.
Yeah, we're not getting the tickets down right now, but you never
Alright, so Union's got about another volley or so in them. Getting 20-second reloads.
Alright, in retreat from column PG, let's go.
I mean, if Union stopped shooting at this point, I mean, it can be a tell for a defender. Really, anyone on the map. Like, there's a lot of shooting for a while, and then the shooting stops. You know something's up. A little ominous. Very scary. Wow, that was about a bad angle as you could get on a volley there. Union pulls off the hill a little bit. Fair amount of dead here as Union side still down on tickets, but they're hoping they can bring them closer upon pushing up to the point, early capping it and charging it all out among many other things.
Two ranks, my right. Two ranks, go right. Two ranks up so. Hit, he's come to the right, lads. Two ranks up so. Oh, okay, yeah, I know.
I guess we going.
Yeah, be smart, Flags, be smart. If you need to get out, then get out.
Don't worry, boys, we're all gonna live.
Hey. Let's go.
Eyes up, left face, let's go.
Eyes up, left face.
Let's go.
To the death way, keep moving.
Keep going. Shoot free defense. We're in the middle.
Yeah, nice shooting there, Red. Hey, they're coming up on our right. On the snake fence.
Shoot him in the dick.
That must suck, I'm sorry.
Alright, so Union team pushing up. They're starting to early cap. You can see CSA almost mirroring them in a sense. Especially on Union right side. I love Mississippi hitting it.
You're not allowed to be there. No! That is property of the state of Mississippi. Get out of my fence!
Man, you got some 2-core guys on the opposite side of them. Looks like CSA trying to charge. Hood's division just got swept. Hampton's Legion's trying to hold a spot. They're slightly deflated there, which is why they're there. Union right side's kind of been blown back. And it looks like, regardless, Union will get the early cap. Flag timer stops. But Union is in a little scary of a spot here. And Union line is just getting condensed. Now, if I'm Union, I charge out Hampton's Legion and get into the woods here. I don't retreat. Nonetheless, Union team is going to back off here. Early cap will... I mean, CSA is going to be able to retake this and continue that black timer. And all things considered, really good defense from the CSA side. They all moved up relatively quickly, got on the flanks, and just shot the Union to crap. Really well done on their part. They have the shotguns too, which is going to be helpful. So, CSA up on tickets about a fourth of a stage right now. It remains about that point. Not a whole lot of charging there. Still kind of a shootout, just a lot closer. So, we'll see what the Union side does. I assume this is going to be on repeat because, you know, they're committing to it right now. Obviously, things can change. Like last round, a lot of shooting and then eventually a lot of charging there at the end, but...
BF, address right. BF, Pepper. Tell the boys to dress right.
Very well changed. We'll see a couple Union guys going to the outside here. Union hits engage, so now bayonets are live. Lee's French Legion, they're the guys that moved over this way.
Position de Morbat, ça en fait chier.
Voilà, vous avez même la position d'artillerie sud-ouest, sud.
Alors, ouest-nord-ouest, ouest c'est artillerie ennemie, Mougou.
Tout ce qu'il y a au-dessus, c'est ennemi, il n'y a pas que l'artillerie.
Non, non, ouest, là, à droite. C'est l'artillerie.
Non, c'est pas.
Il y a une batterie.
So, CSA retake. They're going to back off into the woods, most likely. Nice already shot. And so, it continues. I assume Union officers are going to go in soon. I mean,
Snake fence now. On that snake fence, west northwest with the blue flag.
I mean, if Union is trying to play it like this, I mean, they definitely need more time. You need to hit CS again, being the same thing as last round, but engage by 30-minute mark if you're making this a shootout. So Union's gonna have to early cap a few more times.
Left oblique. Southwest.
Left oblique, southwest. You heard it. Holy shit! Now they got us up. Left to the church.
But I assume they'll do it again. I mean, any happenings?
Targets off, the Mauer's right.
Notre formation, je vois ce qu'on est? Je vois plus rien. Ah si, ça y est. That glitch is pissing me off, bro. Holy shit.
Hey, I think we need to do independent firing. Just get fire rate going on. We need a lot of fire rate.
Chop. 6 New York, independent fire on this shit. Start lining it up, boys. Line up that
Send that fire. Crest this hill right here.
So, most of the CSA team backing up into the woods again, just getting the cover, trying to play the time game again. I mean, if this just keeps going as is, this round's going to be very good for the CSA side. Man, they were singing it so nicely, I think. And I mean, really not too much more to say. Just a lot of shooting going. I mean, really, it's been both rounds here.
Yeah, I love sending a line.
Well, how's this K-sound flipped over?
I love waiting.
And I guess it's a nice cover area. I don't know how they flipped it though. Does this one have ammo in it though? It does. The fact that it is all still in place is very impressive. Maybe they put glue on. Actually, they're probably just stuck because of the things they're in. There's like no gaps between these either. It's very tight. And I mean, the thing is too is, I mean, if the shootout went all day, that could work out for the Union side, although Union's slowly been losing the shootout, so I guess you can't necessarily say that, even though they have the ticket lead. Normally, the side with the ticket advantage will win a shootout just because there's so many factors going into if a shot hits, like the skill of the individual, elevation change, weapon sway, cover, smoke, if you're in a def lane or not. Anyways, so many reasons, and there's so many people on each side shooting. Again, you got 312 people roughly shooting at each other right now. And so, there's just so many people and so many things going into it that it's about even trading kills, which means it's even trade in tickets. And that's what I've seen historically, and, you know, whoever has more tickets overall will slowly start to win a shootout. That's what you generally see, but some instances that could not be true. That general theory is CSA's in the woods hiding, essentially, in really good cover. Union's not going to kill a whole lot of them, so for that reason, you know, you can see the CSA side probably winning a shootout here, and it making sense, even though Union has a 28% ticket advantage. Union side pushing up again. So they're going to move up again. CSA side, we'll see how they react. Union already shooting a little too early there. We'll see if Union makes any adjustments based on what happened last time. Union going into the road. They're trying to make this a chart. I'm spawned in on the wrong side. Apologies for that pop-up. Charge one there for Union. CSA keeping a distance on the northern side of this. Southern side, CSA pushing up. Union's getting into them.
Yeah, that's right. Fuck you. Fuck you. I'm chasing you down, bitch. Fuck you.
So Union losing charges on the far side. Shootouts going fairly even right now. The Union who pushed into the Dunker Church. 6 New York there. They're running out as CSA try to take it back. Union left side is destroyed. Unlike the previous time, the Union right was destroyed. Now it's the left. And Union's going to have to back up again, now down even more tickets.
We're taking shots to the south there. Come
Someone
down.
to get his
Get
flag.
the flag back. I gotta get the flag back behind Victory Hill. Flag behind Victory Hill, right? Come on, flags, let's go.
Beautiful flag work you're doing. Beautiful flag work. Yeah, man.
So Union gets their flags out again, now down 2/3 of a stage, essentially. And really just a well-played round by the CSA side. CSA really, for the most part, just keeping this a shootout, even when it all gets close. And unlike the previous time, Union doesn't even retake the, or early cap the point.
Pull back.
Not all. Yeah, hard this, yeah.
Branch advance.
Glad we didn't pull back a bit early.
Oh!
I mean, fairly simple match from CSA. Union's got to change something up here. They can't do that again. It's failed twice in a row, and the second time was worse than the first.
Two ranks.
I got touched in the immediate charge.
Dude.
I watched
No, you're right.
All the way left,
But nonetheless, Union team forming up. They've hit CSA into engaged. At least that's something, right? But, I mean, they are not doing good on time. Union flag being pushed up to the right side. This is Texas Guards. Lee's French Legion's been over here kind of this whole time. Or maybe not, sorry, not Lee's French Legion. Maybe 2 Corps Italians here. Nonetheless, Texas Guards running over here with their flag. Now, Union still has 3 flags in the center with their team there, so you wonder what Texas Guards are going to try to do here. I mean, they could try to charge up this right side into the woods to pull CSA away from the point, which will allow the Union team to go there, or they could be trying to charge there with the rest of the team. More Union main spawn pushing this way. Lee's French Legion, Army of Northern Virginia, moving that way right now. More Union from the center, moving up. 12th Virginia.
Exactly.
So, Union team splitting up a little bit. Looks like they're trying to hit extreme CSA left side. A lot of CSA movement that way, or maybe CSA in center, just sitting behind the church in the woods there. Although, with more CSA heading this way, I think they've realized what's up. 88th New York, Colquitt's Brigade shifting that way. Up front, 11th Mississippi further behind.
Dress left, thank you. Dress on me, dress on me, dress on me, thank you.
And so they've really kind of picked up what the Union team is doing, although Union will get to that corner first.
Right in front of us.
I see, yeah, I see him.
Into line.
Independent.
So 88th New York starting to get into them. I mean, the Union has the corner. CSA already, if they could file a shot here, that'd be beautiful. Although I don't see any guns aimed this way.
Another line south, sticking out left of the snake fence. Coming in, straight in front. They're marching across the open field.
Coming straight towards us.
Never mind, I was proven wrong almost instantly. I wasn't looking at this, the Jenkins Brigade gun. Great spot for them there. As you got more Union pushing up. Union in the center, they still have a flag or so here. One of them. The only group staying in the center is 6th New York and 6th Arkansas. The 6s.
I think we should go to the nipples since they're over there. I think we should do that.
We do it when we get our loads this round.
And they might try to push that corner spot here to kind of pinch the CSA a little bit. Because CSA, nearly the whole CSA team is focused on CSA left side, keeping Union in this corner. Nice arty shot there on Hood's division. Who fired that gun? 12th Virginia guys there. Northern Cax and Big Duke 6. They get it done. But that arty shot not helping out too much in the grand scheme of things, because even though it's a great shot, Union's down nearly a morale stage now. And CSA's holding this. Now they're starting to squeeze on this a little bit. 11 Mississippi pushing up. The CSA who were a little down the road, and they're now backing up into the woods. So...
On the fence line, independent flag. Shoot him in the face. Fence, independent. Shoot him down, shoot him down. Get on the fence. Hagerstown. This is offense, Rico. We can smell you.
I don't see shootouts like this that often.
You better watch you. Get off of that fence, officer. Get off of that fence.
Back up, boys. Don't let me hit you.
But Union will hold that charge. More CSA is pulled up in 88th New York. Only a couple, though. So Union at least retaining the corner there. Looks like the Union from the center pushed up, and CSA backed them off completely. One Union flag down. Opposite side to the south, Texas Guards. Looks like they're trying to hit the open side of the woods, which, I mean, they'll get there easily, but they are by themselves. Union kind of being picked apart in detail right now. Or as they say, defeated in detail.
Keep it moving, keep it moving.
Find your star.
I'm gonna get my banana.
Oh,
Come on, boys. Come on, boys. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. We have to hit.
So, in Hood's division, looks like they're shifting that way. You got some CSA in the center here as well doing that. 2 Corps French. And so, I mean, Union has the flanks right now. A lot of Union. By that, I mean another group. Not too many, all things considered, kind of in the spawn. But due to CSA kind of focusing on Union center and now, or I guess the center of the map and CSA right a little bit. Union right, or CSA left, is a little open now. And they're trying to push it up. Lima, Mississippi trying to stop this with 88th New York.
What are you doing here, buddy?
You're in my fucking country, boy.
Get out of here. This is all wrong.
Come here.
get out of here.
Get out of
Get the
here.
hell out of here. Get out of here.
Union, who was pushing up, stops. Trying to use the bushes as a visual cover and the tree as well. Kind of has a point there. I think Killer's trying to get his guys to go forward, but he's the only one. With Oompa Loompa and Slays. Oh, Oompa Loompa turns around.
Charge. Quit the game. Quit the game. Quit the game. Come here. Come here, retard. Hey, come here, buddy. Come here. Come here. Come here.
So,
Get these fucking...
Union kind of trickling up. 2 flags over here. Got some more, though.
Ah, boy. I like the way you...
I have a fucking knife. That's how we do it in Britain. British?
Fairly close charge here. Couple Colquitts here. You got some CSA down the road. Trying to get shots on the backside of this. And it looks like CSA will hold the position. Union trying to get both those flags up there. Huge Union respawn wave in the center. Charge in the backside of the woods.
Independent. Oh no, there's another one behind us. Okay.
Save the flag. Everybody got the flag. Pick up the flag and we retreat. We retreat southeast. Come, PG.
We deleted them. We deleted them.
That charge from 2 Corps French and conscripted Virginia Army gets thrown off. You got more Union charging in the center, though.
British? Hey, kill this fucker.
Excuse me. You were getting British. Find a fucking unit.
Oh no, I'm not Buddhist.
Everything's kind of breaking down right now, just like that West Woods match. I mean, a lot of shooting out to start. And it just breaks down to a lot of charging here at the end, which CSA pushed out of the woods. Union trying to get their flags out. It looks like they will to the north side. Meanwhile, that charge on point. Initial success, but here comes some more CSA.
Don't touch my flag.
I'll do what I please.
Come to me. Come to me, you fucks. Come to me, you fucking CSA dogs.
Come to me, you CSA dog.
I can't say that. I can't say that in this match.
Hello.
I can't say that in this mode.
Hood's division wins the charge there. Texas Guards being pressured upon by the British regulars and Midwest Brigade. And 12th Virginia is with them as well.
Break, let's go. Break, let's go. Fall back, let's go. The main squad is coming.
Run away, run away.
Hey, we should fall back. The flag.
We're gonna move all the way to the left now.
So, CSA pursuing, picking up the downed flag. Union looks like they lost one flag in the distance, but a lot of their team is forming up on the far side here. CSA still trying to press, the British regulars are.
Do it! Blue cheese!
You bastard!
Is that blue cheese?
I got him! Got him! Kill him all, boys. Get that filthy rebel! Get him!
Bonk. Bonk.
Get behind the tree.
Bonk. Bonk.
Flag went out of bounds if we start losing, by the way.
No, it's good for now. Let them up
We're
over there.
doing good, we're doing good.
Let them up over!
Keep killing them, keep killing them.
Let me stick that bayonet to...
Holy shit. Right side, fall back left, fall back left, fall back left. Pick up the flag.
That charge fails, but Hood's division, Hampton's Legion back up here.
Pull it back, boys. Yeah. Southwest,
Back from the center church. CSA, it's taken losses, but they're up 3/4 of the stage right now. They're trying to cut Union off here. They just need to get the flag out of bounds.
It's coming after, they're coming after, they're coming after. Right behind you.
Alright, let's make a last stand flag. Make sure you're out of bounds. Let's make a last stand, boys.
Right, last stand, boys. Last stand.
Last stand.
Kill them all, kill them all.
Get into him, get into
I
him,
want
get
to
into him.
bonk them on the
Charge
head.
him, charge him,
Bonk you on the head, you red.
Charge him, you just spent 10 minutes running, bro.
Why are you reloading? Jesus.
Hit me, damn it, I'm on your side!
Flag is in bounds.
Shit.
Which, that's unfortunate because they ran out of bounds for this spot. So this flag will be down here for 5 minutes. And that's not something Union can easily retrieve there. That's a little bit of an oopsie there, you could say. So Union's down 2 flags right now. Some of the Union going center where the flag is. One of them is another flag in the distance there. Union pushing up that way.
You call him, warm it up, you fuckwit.
To my left, to my right. Take aim.
So, I mean, Union a little scattered out. Might be difficult for them to... Oh, I guess that flag was out of bounds. Never mind then, take that back. Good on the flag bearer then. I was... It's fascinating that I wasn't showing out of bounds for me above it. Nonetheless, though, it doesn't matter. Flag despawned. So Union has 3 of their flags. They should be able to get a 4th here. Union's really spread out, so if they're trying to coordinate something together, it's going to be difficult. But they're down almost a morale stage at this point. Really have been for a while, and so it'll be tricky for them to really kind of work it back. Again, they just got to hit CSC down 1 morale stage in under 10 minutes to capture the point they can win. But we've seen Union try to capture that point twice now, and it not go too well. Looks like Army of Northern Virginia pushing up. 20th Georgia sending some of their guys forward, trying to get that down flag. Picked up there, although Army of Northern Virginia is the only group pushing forward right now.
Right here on the line. Independent, straight in front of
I mean, there's no time for the Union team right now to just sit around and kind of shooting out. The time for that was a long while ago. So Union's got to get ultra aggressive, hit them down the breaking in 10 minutes, or try to early cap if they can. But since Union's down so many tickets, it's almost a risk just because the roles flip. Union become defender, CSA is attacker. And if CSA hits Union, who's then the defender down the last stand and retakes point, they win the game. And it's only one, Union's only 1 morale stage from that final stage. That's why it's a concern.
I legitimately watched you miss.
Get my dollar.
Army of Northern Virginia whittling down. The opposition, a lot of the Union pushing up center right now. 11 Mississippi trying to hold where Snake Fence once was. Although they're getting shot to crap right now by Texas Guards and 12th Virginia. In on 6 New York, 6 Arkansas, they're charging straight in. Nice already shot from Union there. So CSA hold off one part of the Union charge, although here comes a second.
What do you think you're doing, TG bitch?
Come, I stick you off.
Countercharge, boys. Countercharge.
So Union will hold that. Army of Northern Virginia, I think they're trying to shift this way as the remaining Union not involved. They're trying to get around CSA left right now. CSA holds the charge initially.
Fall back with the flex, go right side, flex, go right side. You want to go right side, north, west, north. Flex, 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 come with me.
Get over here, boy.
Army of Northern Virginia cleans things up, and at least it's going to allow the Union side to get their flags as breaking into the woods right now. You got 20th Georgia, Alabama German Legion, and Lee's French Legion. They're through with one flag. But the question is, can Union even get out with the rest of the flags? The Hampton's Legion pushing way in there.
I got COVID. I'ma cough on you, son.
Yeah!
One more over here, boys, over here.
Enjoy that COVID, bitch.
So Union team will hold that, but not a lot left. One Union flag left, 2 remain up top. DSA are still pushing from the Dunker Church.
Sorry, my friend, you're dead.
And Union staying a little too long at this point.
No, you're not gonna shoot! Don't shoot, my friend. Ok, messieurs, officier. Allez, non, messieurs, je veux des morts, je veux du sang. Je veux du sang, messieurs.
So all the Union flags make it up. Union in the woods starting to engage CSA, which will... Really, it's a good time for CSA that they wiped the Union in front of the Dunker Church, and now they're about to engage Union, who are charging them.
To the left, to the left.
Get up on the line, brace.
Hold the line, don't let them
I'd like to see a fucking Yankee try. I'd like to see a fucking Yankee try.
Get back here, Reap on the line. 13, brace front. Do not overextend, just brace front.
Do not push forward. Stay where you're
And that charge was held pretty well. I mean, you still have some Union up front with the flag trying to get out, although Sock is trying to get him. Man, Sock's popping off there. Gets the flag down, although that'll probably be recoverable. Maybe. And you only got a couple Union guys from Lee's French Legion left. All things considered. So, we're almost at the 5-minute mark. CSA is a third of a morale stage away from breaking. Which, there is a window for Union to win there, but it's very small. 6 New York pushing up with 6 Arkansas again. They're just kind of going up and getting in there. I mean, all things considered, outside of that flag there, Union has 3 of them. Which, one of them's being moved up right now. I assume one of them's far back. 2 actually are far back.
How did I miss? Come here, buddy. Hey, 1v1 me. 1v1 me! 1v1 me! Yeah!
God, I hate rebels. God, I hate rebels.
Come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. How am I gonna outstab you, bro? Come on. Come here, buddy.
Get in there, CQB. Come on, boys. Run them off. Get up on the fence. Get on the fence. Get on the fence and shit. Get onto the fence and shit. We got it.
It's on the fence.
Problem for the Union team at this point is they're just going in independently. I mean, each different group. CSA is kind of as a big blob at this point, defeating in detail, although you got 2 Union groups almost converging.
Tear him up, CQB. Tear him up. Shot their flag, I think.
So shootout here. CSA on the far north side are charging. A lot of Mississippi going in there. Already shot in the distance. Looks like it hit a couple.
Brace right, brace right, brace right.
Brace.
Push them, fight together, strong.
Shut your bitch ass up, boy.
kind of a draw there. Well, I guess Union holds that push up from 11 Mississippi Center. Some CSA are really overextending here. Hampton's Legion, we've seen them do this before though. They get their shots and back off. And Union, oh man, they didn't recover that one flag that was down on the woods. Second flag gets knocked down, although it should be recoverable. So Union's side, if they're trying to make one good push left, you know, they have time to form up and go in. CSA will be in breaking once they go in. Now, see, unlike the previous round where both sides were at a high breaking with a couple minutes left, it was like, okay, you know, it doesn't really matter if Union continues to shoot out. Right now, it could make sense for Union to shoot it out for like another 45 seconds just to see if they can hit CSA into breaking beforehand. But regardless, they'll hit CSA into breaking as they charge to the point. So it doesn't really matter. Who knows? But there they go. CSA and breaking, 2.5 minutes. Union team converging on the center here. Good amount of main spawns for them, still pushing out here with one down flag marker. Yeah, they're all converging in the center here. Except for the artillerymen. More back there. Some of them starting to push up. I think they're trying to put some bodies on point to start the decap. I mean, it's naturally decaying right now. CSA not on point, but if Union can speed up that process just so when the team gets on the point and have a numerical advantage, they could take it a little quicker. Although, 2-core French push up immediately. Good job. And there goes 20 Georgia. Union forming up center.
We need to go. 120, 120, we go 120.
Come back.
15 seconds.
You're gonna have to fucking go right through it.
CSA needs more bodies on point when the clock hits 0 to take the game. Nonetheless, here they go.
Spread out as keep going, keep going, keep going. We have to hit it.
We need it, boys.
Union together. Hit that gas right in front. Hit that gas southwest and west.
Keep going, keep going, keep going.
Final push is hit, doesn't change anything. And Union gets swept. And that'll do it. So, a dominating round from the CSA side here. I mean, Union tried to make it a shootout, tried to early cap to give themselves more time. CSA played that defense perfectly. They just didn't let Union on the point. And miraculously, we're just getting a good ticket lead out of that whole situation. So really well done from them. Union, at a certain point, they just tried to go CSA left. That didn't really work out, and then Union just kind of went independent from there, and at that point, it was pretty much over for Union, who was down a morale stage. But thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you want to support the channel more, go beneath the video, hit the join button. By doing so, you can get a live stream of all the War of Rights broadcasts we do and get exclusive access to all of our non-War of Rights broadcasts. If you're playing this match, send me a link to your perspective, and we can put that in the pinned comment of the video. Please hype the video as well. But nonetheless, appreciate you all. God bless. We will see you all in the next one. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your night.